All right, good morrow, lords, ladies, and non-binary nobles. Welcome to another edition of High Sodium Gaming in the world of Erathon. If you're just joining us this week, last week we had our adventurers going through a castle for the Rocktooth Goblinoid tribe. Let's go ahead and meet our adventurers. Ulfgar, our justice-obsessed paladin, is friggin' not here this week for whatever reason, so he gets to miss out. And Reed is also not going to be in this week. He's taking care of some personal stuff, but he shall be back next week. However, for today, we still do have Kiv, our resident bard. Good morrow, Kiv.
Hello.
And we have our ass-kicking monk who just can't stop spamming that flurry of blows because it works so well. Say hello, Sin.
It works, man.
Hey, it's in the game, it works, right? So, anyway, so what we're going to do is Reed and Ulfgar are going to scout over at Beggar's Cross, the place that you heard about earlier from one of the women held captive by the Red Hawk bandits. And they're going to go and check it out and kind of scout ahead. And if one or both of them gets back to play the game in time, maybe they can give you a report on what they saw. But for now, they're considered not here. So, anyway, that being said, Sin and Kiv, you last week attempted to... One of you attempted, I believe it was you, Sin, attempted to ride an owlbear. And it didn't work out so good. So you've taken a bit of a beating from that. If you'd like, we can do kind of a short rest and get those health points back.
I mean, I look okay. I can keep going, but if you want to take a short rest to get like spells back, then yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, might as well just get your spells back and all that. You know, really, you've killed the big boss here, so you know it's pretty much kind of just mopping up the leftovers at this point.
Let's do it.
All right. All right, so you decide to take a quick rest around the warm corpse of the owlbear. Now you're feeling refreshed and ready to go for
So are
everything.
you using hit dice?
We'll go ahead.
Alright, so I'll play a little Song of Rest. You can take an extra d6 with that.
All right.
Just get out my drums and play a little beat.
Okay, there we go.
All right.
Good as new.
Here's some dungeon music for you guys. So, get a little dungeon crawl music going on there. Kind of set the mood. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Yeah. It's a little low.
How about...
Is that on my end, though?
Is
Oh, yeah,
this?
there we go.
There we go.
Sounds like a Mario RPG.
Yeah, I found
Sorry,
it was
anyway, continue.
yeah, some free music, but I thought it sounded kind of cool. Might add to the dungeon crawly feeling. All right, so ahead of you, you can see that right here there is a doorway leading into an area, as well as right here. You've explored the rest of that.
I still see Halt.
You still see... Oh, yeah, let me drag you guys over. My bad. All right. There you go. So, right here is a doorway you can check down, as well as right here.
Alright, Sin, you and me, where are we going? Lead the way.
I know Reeve wanted to kick down this door, but
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking this is gonna open up to a huge centralized area, just from like looking at things. So I think if we went down this way, it's probably gonna be a safer route.
All right.
Sure, let's do it. Let's be cautious.
You can go ahead and head up by that door. When you're this close, you can hear the sounds of sounds like kettles kind of banging together, and someone shouting over a bunch of other voices, possibly barking out commands. You can hear that from just standing outside the door.
I think we're near the soup kitchen.
I am hungry as fuck.
I like to stealthily try to just creak open the door and see what's going on.
All right. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Is that just him or both of us?
Whoever is opening the door. Let's see. Stealth.
Just a little creak.
Okay. So you can see... We'll go ahead and say that's... Because they're not really paying attention to you. It's loud as shit in there. So in there, you can see there's a bunch of goblins kind of hurrying around, making food. There's food in there, but a lot of it looks rotten. And then this guy right here is kind of shouting at everybody, telling them what to do, barking out orders. He looks like he might be the guy who's in charge. And you can also see right here, there's a doorway kind of leading to possibly another part of the castle, but you can't see where it goes.
Do you happen to speak Goblin, Kiv?
Nope. Common and halfling.
do we want to try to fool them into doing something, or do we just want to just take them out?
You know, I've been hanging on to it. I do have a little spell called Charm Person. I could try on the leader, but I'm trying to think what I would get him to do or say.
Well, I was thinking of more of like maybe since we are technically in our red capes, thinking maybe being like the king demands the owlbear being fed or something, and just have them kind of get out, and then we can just sneak by. Or we could just put our fists in their face.
I kind of just want to put our fists in their face. Let me fairy fire pretty much that entire room, and then let's just let them come through this door to us. Let's try to stay
again,
on it.
These are kind of like slaves, so I don't know if they really deserve to be killed, but
They're fucking goblins. They're evil as shit. I want to kill them.
all right.
It's justice.
Yeah, if only Ulfgar was here, right?
Ulfgar would back me up on this.
Yeah.
All right, just because you said Ulfgar would back you up. All right, I'll back up and let you do your thing.
All right, so I am going to cast Fairy Fire. Give me a second. Let me figure this out. 20-foot cube.
Yeah, so you can do basically yeah, there you go. That's pretty much your area, 4x4 square area. So you're gonna just so it's not gonna hit the boss and this one guy in the corner, but everybody else will have to make a dex save. Does that sound good?
Yes.
All right. Let me go ahead and pull their character sheets up and make their individual saves. All right. So first off is this guy, and he's going to make his dex save, which is a DC 13. So hits him. And what color are you going to make the fairy fire?
We're gonna do blue.
Alright, so anyone who has a blue dot is going to have their disadvantage. So this guy right here is going to have a disadvantage.
Or basically, we have advantage against them, right?
Yeah, you have advantage against them. God, everybody, their dice are broke. Holy shit. That guy got hit. This guy, ooh, almost made it out of the way. And let's see here. This guy just barely made it, so he's good. And wow, that guy failed his saving throw completely. And last one. Didn't even try. He got caught completely off guard. So now we've got a surprise round here. Are you guys going to wait for them to move, or are you going to rush into the room?
I think I want to take out that boss first.
Okay, so I'm going to qualify this as a surprise round. So you guys go ahead and roll initiative, but you'll be going first this round.
Finally, that +4 initiative working.
Oh, wow, nice. Alright, let's pull up the turn order here. You go row the bosses here really quick. Initiative. Oh yeah, that's right, I gotta do his a little different. Alright, so the boss got a 16 for his initiative. And you know what, I'm gonna switch it over to the combat music here. There we go. And let's see here. So, boss got a 16 initiative. Homeboy here, what you got? 4. Excellent. Way to go. You suck. Oh, shit. Accidentally spammed his armor class. Way to go, DM.
Hey, I have a feeling that a blow of 15 would work on these guys.
Yeah, you think? Alright, let's see here. Put turns in descending order. We're gonna skip all the goblins. Kiv, I. Man, press X to pay respects on that one. You got low on this time. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. First is going to be Sin. Sin, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna go right here just so everybody has to pass through me first to get to Kiv.
Alright.
I mean, okay. And then I'm gonna try to just take out this boss in one turn. So I'm gonna use Fury of Blows.
Alright, use Flurry of Blows.
Flurry of Blows, not for Fury.
Fury. Well, it's gonna be Fury as well.
Furry of blows.
Oh no, God. Listen, what you do is
Please
on you, man, but I ain't into everything, you know what I mean? Alright, so flurry of blows. Looks like first hit was unable to land on him. However, your 2 other hits got max damage. So let me see here.
And I'm gonna do my famous pushback over a table into the wall.
Alright.
So I'm gonna try to push him 15 meters that way.
And that's a DC 16 saving throw. Is that a strength saving throw? Yep.
It's yes, strength.
Lucky for you, he's weak as shit.
I know, goblin.
Yeah, so he flies back into this wall. And let me see, 6 plus 4 plus 4, 14 plus 7 is 21 damage. So, yeah, he's dead. You punch his head. His head caves in under your powerful blow, and his lifeless body just slams into the wall. You can hear the audible sound of bones crunching as he falls onto the floor in just a
And then I'll just
mess.
look to everybody with my bonus action and just kind of... I suggest you run.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to... you can make an intimidation check on that. And I'm going to counteract it with...
Do I get
wisdom
advantage for
checks.
just kicking the shit out of their boss?
I'll give you advantage for that. That was a pretty crazy little move you did right there. I'll give you advantage on it. Intimidation, so looks like that's a DC 15 for all of them. So this guy with the red is going to stick around. He says he's not scared of you. And let's see here. I don't know how he got that. That's an impossibly high check. This guy, homeboy here, is going to turn tail and run out the door. He's out. He doesn't want to do this. So let's see who's next. This goblin in particular.
God, dude, wits of steel.
Yeah, you know what? He says that his boss was a jerk anyway. He's glad you killed him.
Then you should join me.
Let's see.
Oh wow, that guy's really...
Yeah, you don't even finish speaking before he immediately runs out the door. You're just like, you kind of whiffed him. You didn't even hit him yet, and he was like, nope, I can't handle that. This guy, not scared of you.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he don't care. And let's see, what blue guy here? Blue guy, no, he's done with that. He's not it. And lastly, we'll have who appears to be his assistant guy in the corner here. Nope.
Oh, he's really afraid.
Yeah, he's like tripping over shit on his way out. He's done. No way. So, well, congratulations. You've effectively... Yeah, he's dead. Let me put an X on him for, X marks the dead guy. So yeah, you've effectively reduced the power of this room to half. I think you'll be okay. And by the way, your surprise round isn't even over yet, so Kiv, go ahead and take your turn.
Alright, well, I was gonna help with that, but fuck it. I will just chuck a dagger at this guy.
Alright, go ahead and make your roll on that. And it does hit him for 6 piercing damage. You managed to stick that dagger right in his friggin' head. Blood is squirting out everywhere. He can barely stand up from the way you just stuck him right in his brains with it.
And as a bonus action, I'm just gonna inspire Sin and just give him props for that awesome round there.
Good job. So yeah, Sin, you got a +6 to any D20 check. So yeah, we're back to the start of the top of the order. So Sin, it's your turn again.
All right, let's see here. Wow, 2 of them. Which one rolled an 18? Was it this guy?
Let me see. This guy, yeah, let me see here. Yeah, that's the guy with the 18 that he rolled.
The 2 top guys did.
Okay. I think I'll move right here, and I'll just attack this guy normal.
Alright, go ahead and make your attack.
Damn, dude.
Let me see. Well, you were able to hit him with your... You were able to punch him pretty good, and though you were unable to hit him with that first hit, the second one struck true right into his jaw, and he just falls on the ground dead. He couldn't handle that. He got a glass jaw, man.
Other guy, right here.
Oh, that guy? Oh, okay. Hang on.
I mean, unless I have like some awesome like ghost fist.
Yeah, unless you have a ghost fist going
12
on.
arm fists.
Yeah, this
For
guy's
12, 12.
definitely out. You punch the knife right back into his skull, all the way down to the base, and that's just enough to take him out forever.
Okay.
All right, so that was your turn. Let me see who's next. Let me see here. That would be this goblin.
Oh, you should be rolling with advantage, by the way, on all these guys.
Oh yeah, you should be.
I forgot. Oh well. He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead, so no worries on that one. Okay, so this guy comes up to you and he decides, you know what, he's tired of you talking shit. So he's going to go ahead and pull out his scimitar and take a nice deep cut into you.
Nope.
However, he clearly has not been practicing with his scimitar, so that swings wide. Makes him look like kind of a moron for even trying that. What an idiot.
Should have kept a cookie.
Yeah, I guess so. Friggin' don't quit your day job, homeboy. Alright, this guy here in the back is going to go ahead and try and shoot Kiv with his short bow. However, ooh, he barely hits it though, and Kiv takes 4 damage. Just kind of barely whiffs him in the leg though, so not too bad a hit, but a hit nonetheless. Kiv, it is now your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna come stand behind Sin and whack this guy with a sword. Or actually, yeah, my dagger. I'm just gonna take a hit on that guy.
Alright, go ahead and make your attack.
Oh, should be with advantage. Can I just roll again in case the
Yeah.
damage is higher?
Roll again. Oh, man. Well,
advantage, so I'll just take that first one, I suppose.
yeah, you're definitely going to take that first one. We'll go ahead and keep kind of the best of both worlds. We'll go ahead and say that it was for an 8, since technically you're... Yeah, we'll get advantage on the die roll just this once. So you do manage to stab him right in the kidney, like right in the sweet spot in his gut, and he falls to the ground with a big pool of blood gathering up underneath him. So, let's see here. Next, it is Sin's turn.
Yep, I'm gonna move up, and I'm gonna knock him out. I want to do it non-lethal.
Okay. Non-lethal damage. Go ahead and make your attack for that. Okay, so wow. Alright, the first attack, well, both attacks actually managed to hit him, and he falls to the ground unconscious. So, now he's been knocked out effectively, and with that, the battle has been won.
Keeping this guy alive for some reason?
I want to ask him what's in the next room.
Okay.
Victory is
I guess
yours.
we could peek in there, but I'm not. I don't want to leave that chance.
Yeah, so. Alright, he's knocked out, so do you want to interrogate this guy, or what do you want to do with him?
Yeah, let's try to slap him back away. I mean, I guess we could loot the room while we're waiting for him to snap back into consciousness, because I'm sure it's not immediate.
Right.
Yeah. So let me see here. There's nothing really in the room. There's dirty dishes, stew pots. There's some food like sacks of grain and some meat sitting around, but honestly it's also rotten that nothing but a goblinoid could probably gain any kind of nourishment from this.
Oh, gee.
Do the goblins have anything on them?
The goblins each have 1 silver piece on them, so you can get 4 silvers out of these guys.
Sweet.
Let's take 2 each, Sin. We earned it.
We're not putting in party.
I mean, Ulfgar has control of that, doesn't he?
Ulfgar is usually your de facto accountant, but also give yourselves each 400 experience, or actually, let me see here. Give yourselves each 200 experience for completing that encounter. So you should be up to 2335.
Yeah. I guess we could just hang on to everything we get today and then split it up afterwards.
Yeah, you could do that.
Thinking 4 silver isn't a big deal, but if it ends up being like 50, might want to share. All right, so I'll just make a note of whatever we get today, and then we'll split up later.
Yeah, so you're getting pretty close to level 4 here, gentlemen. So be excited about that.
Oh, I'm excited.
Okay. All right, so after that, do you want to go ahead and slap little Iron Will here awake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. He wakes up. Have you bound him at all, by the way?
No.
Right. He wakes up and looks at you, and begins to try and run for the door, but notices that Kiv has cut him off. He kind of has his eyes darting around in fear, looks like he's trying to think of what the hell he's going to do in this situation.
I'm just gonna kind of like put my foot in between his legs and like get really close in. What's in the next room?
He looks around. Which room? That one over there? You see there's a door Kiv's standing in front of, or
Yeah, that
this one over here. There's also a way. Which room? Which room?
Whatever you know, spit it out.
How about both?
Well, this room, he's pointing this way. It go to entrance of castle. There also other door going into long hallway. Be careful. We trap that door. Trap it good. You have to go in back door if you want to be safe.
Thank you.
Good to know. And I'm just gonna stab him with my dagger.
Brutal.
All right, you stab him with your dagger. He's dead now. Poor guy.
I really don't like goblins.
All right. Well,
I respect that.
yeah, I accept that.
All right, so you want to go through the back door?
Well, let's check this first while we're here.
Okay.
All right, so you're gonna go that way.
Yeah.
All right, let me get this set up for you here. All right,
And
so
it's another owlbear.
not this time, no. But going into this room, you see a small barracks where 3 goblins are kind of sleeping. It looks like it might be between their shifts.
It's almost not even worth it.
Yeah, there is a door
wanna
right
clear
here,
out
but you
these
can't really
guys.
see where it goes.
All
But
right.
from
since
what you
I
can tell of
respect
the
Kiv's-
structure, this is like a turret. So this is probably like a you can infer that this is probably a watch room over here that kind of looks out over the front, because this on the other side of that wall, you noticed on your way in that there was an arrow slit.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Kiv wants to clear these guys out, so
Let's just bust in and start attacking.
yeah.
All
I
right.
think we just actually, you want to try to stealth up on them? We can get 2 easy kills.
Yeah, if that's feasible, I'm down to try.
All right, make
All right, we're gonna
stealth
try to
checks.
sneak.
Make stealth checks with advantage.
Oh, advantage.
Yeah, since they're asleep and you're sneaking, I'm gonna give you advantage on that one.
Oh, there you go. 19, 21.
Yeah, so you easily creep in there. They're snoring away. You can't even tell that you're in there. You can do anything you want at this point.
Is it possible if I can get that unblocked?
This door right here?
Oh, that's a door. Okay.
Yeah, that's a door right there.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to kill this guy, and I'll try to like motion to Kiv to kill that guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will do so.
All right, so you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of imply that you're able to slice a guy's throat open while he's
Yeah, like
sleeping.
me, but like
That's
I'll
the
just
goal.
break. I'll just like break a guy's neck or something. You know,
Yeah, this is not one of those things where
Other
I'm gonna
guy.
make you.
this guy.
Oh, that guy. Okay, my bad, my bad. So
'Cause
this
we
middle
want a guy
guy is
trapped in
still
the middle guy.
alive. All right, middle guy is still alive.
I'm assuming you do this silently, right?
Yeah, I mean it's
Okay.
not gonna make a whole lot of noise when you squish a knife into someone or break his neck. You know, that's kind of
All right.
kind of a
I guess we'll
quiet
just take him out
activity.
then.
And Kiv is finding that he's enjoying this a little frighteningly much. Like he hates goblins, but like slitting a thing's throat at night shouldn't be exciting. But he's like getting into this.
All right, well, shit, fucking, man, shit. Don't know what to tell you on that
Evil,
one.
justice.
Don't
I
let
have no
Ulfgar find
feelings
out.
one way or another.
Don't let Ulfgar find out about that one. But Ulfgar hates
Alright.
goblins, so you might get away with it.
So this guy in the middle is still alive too.
Yes, this guy in the middle is alive.
I mean, I guess we could just.
I will attack him.
All right, go ahead and make your attack roll with advantage because he's asleep.
Oh shit! I keep forgetting.
All right. Okay, so yeah, you hit him, and he's down. And that's a pretty powerful hit. He wakes up, obviously, but you've hit him pretty good with that dagger. You gave a deep cut, so he's bleeding out, but it looks like he's still trying to get up. However, he's not able to get up without Sin kicking him right in the dome and cracking his skull open, so he immediately falls down dead after that. Okay, so this room's cleared out. There's a door right here. That's probably a watchtower. So you can go ahead and peek in there, or you can remember this door. They told you was if you go in that way, there'll be a trap.
It's trapped.
This
right?
way goes into the same room and is clear from the description he was giving you.
Okay.
All right, well, let's finish this area, I think, right?
Yeah.
Do you want us to redo stealth to open this door, or do you want us to just keep the stealth?
Redo stealth since you're going to be opening the door and you don't know what's in there.
Sweet.
Oh yeah. You open the door very clumsily. In fact, it creaks extremely loud when you open it up. And let me see here. There you go. Yeah.
We're still wearing red capes. So.
Yeah, so you open the door, and the two goblins inside, who have been presumably staring out this arrow slit, turn around and immediately see you. You can go ahead and try and say something first, see if you can maybe pull off a bluff check, because you're wearing your cloaks.
Yeah, we're under attack. What are you doing in here? The goblins in this other room are dead. Did you see who did it? Come look.
All right, make a deception check.
Then I'll just kind of walk over towards this entrance here.
All right, let me see here.
Oh,
The goblins turn around. Who are you? You're not one of them. They turn around and start drawing their swords and run after you. Go ahead and roll initiative. Yeah, you're not fooling these guys. They're smart. Ish.
Ish, yeah.
Yeah. So let's see here. Okay. Let me roll their initiative. One moment, please. That one got a 17. Wow, nice. Good for him. That one, more average than anything. Okay, so let me see here. Which goblin's going first? There we go. This guy by the door is going to go first. He immediately whirls around and steps out, decides to take a swing at this imposter here. So let's see. Going to use a scimitar.
If it makes it easier to look, we could probably get rid of the dead bodies.
Yeah, we'll get rid of this dead body right here. But yeah, well, presumably this room is filled with dead bodies. All right, he takes a swing at Kiv, but to no avail. Kiv dodges out of the way just in the nick of time. Now it's Sin's turn.
Okay, I'm going to share a square, and I'm just going to attack him.
All right. Now let's see here. Yeah, that first hit, you try and punch wide, but you try and punch him right in the head, but you punch the air by accident. However, your second kick to his stomach manages to crack all his ribs open and possibly burst some internal organs because he falls to the ground and he ain't getting back up. All right, next it is the second goblin's turn, who sees you kick his friend in and decides to run in for vengeance because, that's not cool that you're just kicking his friend to death and, you're the one who busted in his house. So he decides to take a swing at Sin with his scimitar.
Ooh, just made it, yeah.
Just barely. He hits you, but he just kind of like pokes you with the end of it, and it like leaves a little cut, and you're like, ow, quit it. You take 1 damage.
Ow. The hell, man?
He hits you, but he's not very good at swinging that thing.
Give me a paper cut. That's a real dick move.
Yeah, like I'm like more angry that I got hit by like this paper cut than being like slashed in half by an owlbear. I'm like, ow, dude.
Ooh, it stings. All right, well, Kiv, it's your turn.
All right, I will just swing my dagger at him, I suppose.
All right, let's see what that does. And you swing your dagger at him, however, it misses wide. He manages to parry the hit with his scimitar and kind of looks at you with an angry look on his face like he's going to fuck you up for that. Sin, it is your turn.
All right, I'll do the same thing.
Yeah, but he's not going to have a chance to get revenge for that because Sin, in his absolute fury for getting a small, tiny cut on him, decides to punch him so hard in the jaw that it actually snaps his neck. The goblin falls to the ground and twitches all gross and shit.
So now that it's really silent in here, I'd like to take a perception check.
All right.
Can I hear any bustle in reaction to our attack?
No, you can't hear anything at this time. So if people are...
Oh, sorry, continue.
Yeah, so you can't hear anything at this time. So right now, so as far as you can tell, nobody's on their way to try and investigate the noises that you've been making.
And I just want to look through the arrow slit and just see if I can see anything towards the entrance, outside, anything of note anywhere.
all you can see is the entrance. There's a door right here that's been left slightly ajar. There's another arrow slit on this tower. So you can see the arrow slit, and you can guess that there's probably, you can logically infer that if this arrow slit is being used, then they're probably using that other arrow slit as well. But other than that, you can't really see anything else going on outside. You see these stairs right here where the entrance is and the door. Other than that, nothing.
Alright, so I'll just let Sin know that on the other side there's another watchtower just like this, probably with some other guys. But let's go back to that hallway and we'll just, slowly, carefully make our way over there.
All right. Did we want to check out this door, or is it pretty safe to assume that we know it kind of goes towards the entrance?
It's safe to assume that you know it goes the entrance. I mean, you can open it up and just try and see if you want.
Yeah, I'll just open it.
Yeah.
All right. So let me see here. Yeah, you open it up and you see a long hallway that kind of branches out into the entrance. And over here, you see kind of what that goblin was talking about. There's another door over here. And you can see this is probably the door he was referring to when he said that one was trapped. Other than that, there's also a door up here and over here. That this door, you could infer that since there's the arrow slit right here, there's probably
wait.
What's that?
That's just a lot of open space. Let's go back the way we came when we know it's
So
safe.
door here and door here.
That's true. I just wanted to like creep around a corner, see that this is the front entrance,
Yep.
Okay.
and then like, oh yeah, there's that door. Just so you know the information makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, let's go back over this way.
All right. So you want to peek in this door?
Yeah, let me do another stealth. Whatever.
All right, stealth check. So upon peeking in this door, you see, let's see here. It's a high, narrow hall. Looks like it might have been part of a chapel or shrine at one time. There are angelic figures sculpted along the room's upper reaches, looking down on the floor below. To north, there's heavy curtains blocking a matching pair of archways. Between these archways is a cracked but ornately carved stone brazier. So right here, there's an archway here and an archway here. If my thing will ping, there we go. And there's a stone brazier right here. Other than that, this room appears to be empty.
Okay, I'm gonna slowly step into the room.
All right. Let me see here. Go ahead, both of you roll perception checks.
Wow. I critical fail, he critically succeed.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
Let's see what we got here. Hang on. Let me see here. All right. So, Sin, yeah. Sorry, bruh. I'm just going to say sorry right away. Sin, you are surprised on this round. Down from the ceiling, a large grick appears. Let me go ahead and move him to the right layer here.
Does that mean Kiv gets a surprise round on it? There's like double surprise round?
No, Kiv just noticed it. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Shit, look out!
Yeah,
Is that
Kiv
the thing from
noticed
Alien?
it. The grick. Here, let me find a description for you here. Let me see. So it kind of looks like a large snake-like creature with 4 tentacles with long hooked kind of claws at the end of them and a big beak-like mouth at the end of it. So
Definitely the thing from Alien.
Yeah, kind of look. You could say it's kind of like the thing from Alien. Pretty gnarly looking. So let's go ahead and everybody roll initiative. This is a surprise round for Sin, so he won't be able to act until the next round. Now let me go ahead and roll the Grix initiative. Oh, wow, you suck, Grick.
Good thing you got a surprise round.
Yeah, right. Okay, so. Alright, first up, it's going to be Kiv. What would you like to do?
Surprise round.
Yeah, surprise round. So, let me see, because it was Kiv that passed it. So Kiv is not surprised, but Sin is. So Kiv, you can go ahead and make an action on this.
All right. I'm going to kind of run to this corner and viciously mock it. Just call it super ugly, because it really is.
It is kind of a hideous thing, isn't it? Well, let's go ahead and make the wisdom check. The well, the Grick definitely looks like it's whatever feelings it has. It looks like you may have actually hurt them. The Grick kind of like hisses in sorrow and feels, it looks like it feels a little bit ashamed of itself. And it also looks like let's see, it has disadvantage on its next attack roll as well. So I'll go ahead and put it at disadvantage really quick. Okay, so you viciously mocked it, and it appears to have worked. You already did your move action, right?
Yeah, I just moved into the corner a little bit, so I'm good.
Okay, so the Grick is going to, let me see here. It's going to decide that it's going to, try and bite Sin as a result, since Sin is right there. The Grick does have a multi-attack, so. Oh wait, no, excuse me, it's not going. Oh yeah, it's using his tentacle. However, it was not able to hit this time because of its mockery. It seems to have been distracted, so it slashes at Sin with his tentacles. However, Sin expertly dodges around it using its distracted status. Alright, so beyond that, now we're resetting the turn order, and we are back to Kiv.
I will chuck a dagger.
Alright, you throw a dagger, however, it sails wide above the Grick. It kind of goes over the Grick's head and doesn't do any damage to it.
And Kiv just feels kind of pathetic. Like, I need a better way of attacking things. Like, this is not working out.
Yeah,
you can always punch it.
Not everything. Not everything that
like
works
the
for
size
a
of your
monk.
knee.
Wait, Kiv, are you using Dex on your dagger throws, or are you using Strength?
Dex. Should
Okay,
I be
good.
using strength? Okay.
No, a dagger throw is a finesse. I'm just making sure that you're getting the right bonus on there.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Next, it is Sin's turn.
I'm in the reaction to being surprised. I'm just gonna reaction just double hit it.
All right.
Like whoa.
All right, go ahead and make your double hit.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
The first one I was really surprised.
Yeah, the first one you were like kind of caught off balance, so you did a hit at it. However, you weren't really aiming for anything. You were just swinging in that general direction. However, the next one strikes true right under the Grick's beak and manages to kind of send it reeling back a little bit. You hit him pretty hard. So let me see.
Did I do like
here.
the Jackie Chan, like ow, with my hand?
Yeah, the beak's a pretty hard surface. I wouldn't be surprised if your hand hurt a little bit after hitting it. However, you did manage to give that beak a pretty good what for. So, you want to use a move action, or are you going to stay where you are?
I'm going to move right here.
All right. All right, so now it is the Grick's turn, and since you hit it in his beak, it's pretty upset with you. It's going to go ahead and slash at you with its sharp tentacles. Whoops.
It's not a disadvantage anymore.
Well, I mean, not that it matters. Shit, it had a 20 to hit with disadvantage. Yeah, so he does manage to slash at you with one of his tentacles, cutting deep into your arm, doing 9 damage. And the Grick now since the Grick made that attack, it's going to also bite at you with its beak. However, the bite narrowly misses you. You're able to kind of, when you got hit, you kind of went ow and reeled back a little bit, which made it miss his bite with its beak. So
really didn't hurt as much as that poke.
Yeah, I don't know. That poke was probably the worst hit you've taken all day long.
Probably.
Right, Kiv, we're back to you.
All right, I will take a couple steps over, throw a dagger, and then take a couple steps back.
All right, well, that dagger, you've definitely learned your lesson from the last throw you did, because you send that dagger sailing right into one of the Grick's tentacles, and it just kind of jams in there where at the base of the meaty part that meets his beak. So the Grick,
like, how big is the Grick? Is it like human sized or?
It's a medium-sized creature, so probably about the size of a human.
Okay.
Which means it's way bigger than me.
Yeah, it's bigger than a halfling, definitely. Probably chomp you up in a few bites. But yeah, the Grick gets a pretty good dagger. It's got a dagger lodged in his tentacle now. It's not feeling good. A lot of blood coming out of it. It looks like you've done some pretty hefty damage. So next it is Sin's turn.
All right, I'll just keep wailing on it.
All right, wail away, good sir. All right.
What a wailing.
8 plus 10. So you decide to give it another punch to its jaw, cracking that beak right off, and then kicking it into the side, and then punching it in its side of its whatever snake-like body it has. It falls down to the floor and with a final screech and is now dead. Poor Grick.
What the fuck was that thing?
Yeah, so, hey, way to go, victory.
Huzzah.
Sorry, I like my victory music.
It's all good.
You never need to apologize for victory music.
All right, other than that,
Unless
this
we're
room...
all wiped, I suppose, and then you play that over our dead corpses.
Well, that would be for whatever
Victory
killed
for the
you.
enemy.
Yeah.
Good job, enemy. All right, well, let's see here. So the Grick's dead now, and basically, yeah, from what you saw, these two areas right here are kind of archways that lead into a next room, and they have some cloth covering them up. So,
Alright, I want to take a peek behind one.
all right, make a stealth check. All right, so you manage not to rouse any suspicion as you peek into the next room. You can see that there's one goblin standing in front of an altar, while there are two other goblins in plain robes standing near it. This appears to be some kind of temple, if you can, from what you can tell, like a shrine. You know, it used to be dedicated to another god, but clearly the goblins have set it up for some other kind of rituals that they're doing. Whatever worship they do occurs here now.
I'm just gonna turn to Sin and whisper that there's 3 guys in there. 3 goblins in there. They haven't noticed
Goblin.
me yet. Right.
Yeah,
I
right.
say go for it.
All right, do y'all want to storm the
rush in.
gates on this one?
Yeah, I think we can just rush in there.
All right.
By the way, that totally looks like a scratch table. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, it kind of does look like some turntables. Like
It looks like he's like
spinning
putting
out
up
some
some
goblin
sweet
beats.
Big goblin.
Putting out some pretty dope goblin beats there. All right, so go ahead, run in, roll initiative. They are going to be surprised right here. Well, I'm going to have them make perception checks to make sure they're surprised, actually. All right, let's see here. So, let's see, one on the right. Or, let's see, damn, he got perfect initiative, but let's make sure he's surprised or not. So, let's see here, wisdom. It's not looking good for him. So, he was not surprised. Or he was surprised, excuse me. Guy on the left. Terrible initiative.
Or they're trying to be like a 15.
They're trying to beat a 16 since that was Kiv's stealth check. So this guy did not beat it. He is surprised, and let's see what homeboy here, the one at the altar, kind of praying. Wow. He's critically failed that one.
He's really into this
Prayer.
beat.
He's
Alright.
praying so hard right now that he has no idea that you guys even stepped in. You know, his friends look surprised, and he doesn't even notice that his friends are being surprised. That's how badly he fucked this up. All right, let me do his quick initiative for him, and he got a 15. So at least he won't be doing that badly. You know, when it comes to his reaction time needs work, but at least he's noticing things in general. All right, so we got a surprise round, so these guys aren't going to be able to do anything for the first round. Let me see. Kiv, go first.
Alright, so as I ran in here, I had a dagger at the ready, just, waiting for the next person I need to attack, and I will throw it at this guy.
All right, which one are you throwing it at? The left or the right? Oh, the middle guy.
Middle.
Okay. All right, go ahead and you throw the dagger. However, it just barely kind of zings past his ear. You're not able to hit him. And luckily, he doesn't even notice that you're throwing daggers at him because he's so into his little DJ table. All right, so next is Sin.
So when I do that pushback, am I allowed to put like a little English on it and like go at it like a diagonal, like if they're on diagonal squares like that?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay, so I'm gonna Furia blows this guy, and I'm gonna try to knock him into this guy.
Okay,
You're
we'll
still
see.
inspired, by the way, if you need it.
Oh yeah, if you want to roll a +6 on that.
Well, let's see what
Or
happens.
plus D6.
Yeah, okay. I'll use it on the last one.
All right, roll a
wouldn't.
D6. Well, that's the
Oh
thing.
no,
is
you're right. There's no point. He's probably dead as hell.
Yeah, I think that'll probably do it.
Yeah, let me see here. So the first one is critical hit, which does 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. Next one does an additional friggin' 5 more, so 14 damage. And let me go ahead and roll his, let me see here, his strength check to see if he gets knocked back. Which he manages to keep his feet, at least when you're trying to hit him out of the way. But the fast, furious punches you're throwing at him definitely just kind of give him a beat down, and he collapses to the floor immediately. So that's the end of that guy. Whatever prayer he did, I hope he was praying for mercy, because he's definitely in goblin hell by now.
Okay, and I'll just step up.
All right, next is Kiv again. Surprise round is over.
All right, another dagger. This guy right here.
All right, that guy right on the left. Go ahead and make your roll. Let me see. 18. So yeah, you throw that dagger right into his eye socket, deep enough to go into his brains. He immediately just kind of falls to the ground like a stiff board being laid out. Let me see. First guy. Oh, crap, I forgot. Well, the guy on the right has 22 initiative, so should have gone first. We'll go ahead and have him move now. So he's going to step over this way and take a swing at Sin with his scimitar. However, again, he's clearly not very good at his job. None of these goblins seem to practice a whole lot of swordplay, because they immediately just can't hit anything. So he misses wide, and now it is Sin's turn to attack.
All right, I'll just take him out. Or at least try to.
All right, let me see. 10, that's another 10. So, yeah, 20 damage. You managed to, you punch him pretty good. Like, one up in his gut that probably killed him the first time. But just for good measure, you kind of punched him square in the face and punched that. Like, you ever see, like, I think it was Die Hard, where, like, Bruce Willis punches the dude's nose up into his brain? That's basically what you did.
So, I think you're thinking about the beginning of Con Air.
Oh, yeah, Con Air, that's it. Oh, look who's fucking here. Jesus Christ. Nice of you to join us, Ulfgar.
I wasn't feeling well, sorry.
That's all good, man. Are you good to play?
I'm trying.
All right, well, we've had it NPC'd kind of, where you and Reed were off exploring, checking out this place called Beggar's Cross that you heard about, instead of Rocktooth Castle, which is kind of halfway cleared out by now. But if you'd like, you can go ahead and say that, hey, I'm back from investigating the place, and I'm going to help you clear the rest of this dungeon out.
Just give me a minute while I get Roll20 and all that loaded up. Right now, I can't sit up, so I'm on my tablet and phone.
Holy shit. All right. Take your time. It's no big deal.
Let you know when I'm all set to roll, and we'll go from there.
All right.
You know what would probably make you feel a little bit better? Some justice.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Justice is the best medicine. Sorry to get up.
Yeah, all right. Well, yeah, just to kind of catch you up, Ulfgar. So, I know you weren't here last week, so what you guys did is you found out where Rocktooth Castle is. You came in, you met the boss of it, King Scraggoth, who was a very large bugbear, and he was attempting to negotiate a higher ransom from a drow female. The drow female was basically telling him, you know what, the Black Spider pays what he pays, that's all you get, but he wasn't going to give up Mognor Stonerender until he got more money. That's when you guys kind of busted in and beat the shit out of King Scraggoth, killed him. You killed the female drow who was actually a doppelganger, taking the form of a drow. And you managed to rescue Mognor. However, Mognor told you that they've already got the map off to the Black Spider, so he knows where the Glittering Cavern is. And he's probably going to be on his way there very soon. He wanted Mognor alive to guide him through there. You know, kind of since Mognor had already been through there a little bit. That's why he needed Mognor, to guide him. Other than that, you also befriended an owlbear by feeding the corpse of Scraggoth's wolf to it. However, I think it was Sin's infinite wisdom, he decided to attempt to ride his new friend, which pissed it off really good, and he had to fight it and kill it. It was a very sad day. Then you fought some goblins over in the kitchen, and you went through a hallway and fought a Grick, and now you've just killed what appears to be the goblin priest of this castle.
Okay, so we're still in the castle.
Yeah, you're still in Rocktooth Castle. So
cleaning out the trash mobs, so to speak.
Yeah, you're kind of cleaning up the trash, which reminds me.
Apparently, they're followers of Mix-a-Lot.
Yeah,
he's He's a lawful neutral god. You know, you wouldn't know him.
He prefers the hammer, I believe.
Yeah.
That is
His weapon of choice is the hammer.
Hammer pants.
All right, let me see what y'all got here. So I'm gonna give you. Let me see, 200 for the brick. Go ahead and give yourselves. Let me see here.
Don't
Give
forget those
yourselves-
goblins that we deleted from that bottom left room.
For all that, give yourselves another 400 experience, which should level you up.
Shit.
Give us a ding up point.
Yeah, so you're gonna have 2735, which is enough to level you up. Now I know one of our guys, Kiv. Were you trying to multi-class?
Yes.
All right. Well, go ahead and give yourself that level, and we'll kind of role play it after this dungeon crawl if you want to.
Sure.
So what numbers do we have now?
What happened to
You
what?
get your ability scores this level. Remember.
Yes.
Yes, it levels at 4. How much are we at now in total?
2735. So you should be at level 4.
Should we roll our health things?
Yeah,
real
go ahead
quick?
and roll your health. And Ulfgar, I'm going to put you back on the objects and tokens layer. There you go.
A nice centered 4. I'll take it.
There you go. And wow. Nice. Good job there. Good job there, friggin' Kiv. Got some healthy HP added on to you.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Sweet. My armor class went up by 1.
Nice.
Now all my deck space stuff, I got another
shit.
1.
Nice. That's what's up. Alright, so you should have said your AC went up by 1?
Yep, so I'm at 19 now.
Nice.
Because I put 2 in dexterity, now it's 20.
That health that I just got, do I get that as like for my current health?
Yeah,
Or
add
is that
that
just my
to your
max?
current health.
Okay.
And Ulfgar got another 6. Okay, Ulfgar, you can go ahead and move back into the castle and meet up with the guys here in the little temple room, which is right about there. And I'll go ahead and play the victory music. Way to go, you leveled up.
Fuck yeah.
I just like
Did
that.
we say that we were playing like RPG rules when we level up we get full health, or did you
Yeah.
say no?
Yeah, I cleared that. We'll go ahead and give you full health for leveling up. So there you go. That looks good. Nice big full red health bars. All right, let me see here. So, Ulfgar, are you ready?
Just a second.
All right.
All right, well, we're gonna check this room really quick and see what that door's all about.
All right, go ahead and let me see here. Let me see. Sin, nice, good stealth roll. But this
Is that
room is
+5
empty,
total?
so it was pretty
Oh,
unnecessary. So yeah, kind of a waste. But you can see this room has a door going right here.
Okay. And what are we seeing around us?
All right, let me go ahead and double check what I had written down for this room. All right, so you can see there's just old casks of salted meat and sacks of rotting grain filling the storage area. Among the supplies, you see a bloody suit of chainmail, a heavy crossbow, and an unsheathed longsword with the emblem of Summervale worked into his hilt. So there you go.
Well, we don't know Ulfgar's coming, so I guess we can just kind of just stash away whatever we can hold.
Yeah, I'll write it down. Can you say that again? Describe it.
Yeah. So the meat and the salted meat and the sacks of grain is probably not something you could eat, like it's not edible. However, the other stuff you saw a bloody suit of chainmail, a heavy crossbow, and an unsheathed longsword with the emblem of Summervale worked into it.
All right. So
Got
what was my explanation for coming back early again, and what's going on?
You finished scouting out the area with Reed. You went to scout out Beggar's Cross after you had defeated the Owlbear, kind of get a little recon on it, and so now you're back. And you know what? I'll go ahead and say Reed came back with you. I'll just kind of ghost play him for this time. So you've basically come back, and and from what you saw in Beggar's Cross, you saw like some old abandoned buildings. Lots of kind of spider webs about some of the place, roads leading through it, but you got an eerie feeling from the area, but you couldn't tell a whole lot about it, But you definitely got an eerie feeling when you were in there, like, geez, this place is not cool. And from the big spider webs, you can tell that possibly some giant spiders live there. Yeah, so looking through Beggar's Cross, you can tell that this town's been abandoned for some time, and it's probably home to more than one or two monsters.
All right, well then I'll relay that information to them when Reed and I arrive.
Jesus Christ, what's with this Constitution check? Jeez.
With advantage.
I'm trying to type in my score, but my tablet's being twitchy.
All right.
That's a pretty sweet constitution.
Right? Holy shit! Just eat a big pile of poison and you're fine.
What's your HP at? Like 12,000.
Holy shit! All right. Well, let's see here. Right. So you're sitting in the storeroom. You found, the chainmail with the sword and the crossbow.
Do we hear Reed and Ulfgar coming up?
Yeah, you can hear them coming up.
You should. I mean,
Can we try to stealth? Because we think we don't know who's coming.
Yeah. You can go ahead and do a stealth check.
God.
Yeah. So. Yeah, neither of you are able to hide from them. They kind of just walk right in. They're like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" They see you immediately.
Gee.
good morrow and justice, friends.
Yeah.
There you are.
Man, you guys missed it. There was like goblins and like a weird tentacle monster, and it was a great time.
All right, so, hey Ulfgar, are you gonna need me to move for you, or can you move well on your tablet?
I don't know yet. I'm just updating my character real quick. I might need to be ready to.
All right, no big deal. I know the Roll20's stuff for mobile isn't as optimized as it is on browser. All right, so let me see here. So other than that, you've pretty much explored most of the castle. The only doors you haven't opened are this one in that hallway you saw earlier, and this one in the storeroom right now.
All right, well, let's try to get a sneak peek in.
All right.
Great.
All right, so, well,
I wasted my one good stealth.
Yeah, right. You do manage to get the door open, and in here you can see what appears to be some barracks. There are 4 hobgoblins in there. There's 4 plain straw pallets and bedrolls lined up on the floor. Brackets on the wall are holding up some weapons like spears, swords, morning stars. And the north wall shows signs of damage, but the floor is swept clean. There's 4 hobgoblins in there. They're just kind of hanging out. They don't appear to really be paying attention to any noise around the castle. They're probably used to it being noisy, what with being home to a goblinoid tribe. So they're just kind of hanging out. Looks like they're not really doing anything, and they don't pay attention when they don't notice that you kind of creak the door open and take a peek.
I kind of relay the information to everybody.
All right. So, Ulfgar, I'll go ahead and put you in here in the room with us.
Well, since you got to miss out on most of the action, I guess I'll let Ulfgar go first. Let him get the first swing.
Yeah, I'm sure you're.
Let me fairy fire the shit out of that room first. I see a couple guys in there. Might get some good use out of it.
Oh yeah, you should be able to get the whole room. All right, so DC 13. Go ahead.
Now my question is, fairy fire is like kind of like snow, right? When it comes on, it's like a powder that gets blown at you. How does like a dex save from that? Like, I wonder what that looks like.
Yeah, that's weird.
Because like it's like It's like snowfall, right? Because it kind of just like lays on you and it makes you uninvisible.
It's kind of
Does
like
it have a partial effect if it's you save, or is it no effect at all?
DC.
No effect at
It's
all.
you're outlined in light if you fail your dex save.
Yes, even if you outline it, the way I always thought it was, it shoots out and explodes like a firework, and your dex save means you dive and miss the worst of it, but it still outlines you.
Yeah, I guess you don't get the. Yeah, there's no advantage on you if you make your dex save. So, right, the guy on the top manages to not avoid it. Now he
We'll do
is
Violet
outlined.
this time.
Okay, we'll do Violet. I'll go ahead and give him a purple dot.
Excuse me, a violet dot.
A violet dot, excuse me.
Oh boy.
All right, this guy sucks. Doesn't even kind of. He makes no attempt to even jump out of the way. He's just like, whatever, I'm purple now. Let me see here. What's homeboy over here gonna get for his dex save, I wonder?
He's like that dog in a burning building with a cup of tea. I'm fine with this.
Everything's
This is
fine. This is okay. Alright, this guy does not make it. And last guy we have is the guy.
Be the hero.
Nope.
Nope.
They all managed to get bathed in the violet light. And now any attacks made at them is going to have advantage provided you can see them. And you're also going to have a surprise round since they're just like, what the fuck? Now I'm purple. So I'll go ahead and roll initiative for these guys.
Whoops, I did advantage on initiative. My bad.
No big deal.
It was terrible anyway.
We'll keep it. Alright, so. And let me see, Ulfgar. You got, are you ready to go or nah?
Yeah, I think so. Did I just roll?
Yeah, you just rolled, wow, a 2.
All right.
Fucking 2.
Alignment. Lawful good, lawful good. Okay, we get it.
Don't blame me. My tablet.
Alright, let's see here, and I'll also roll for Reed. Let me get his character sheet pulled up. Reed, go ahead and roll his initiative. And wow, not very good for Reed either. Okay, so, but you are on the surprise round, so first up will be Sin. Go ahead and make your first your actions there, Sin.
How do we have 3 out of 4 of our characters are dex based, but we never got above a 15?
I don't know. That is
Okay.
amusing.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'll step out right here. I'll let Ulfgar get the top guy,
All right,
and I'll attack this guy.
all right. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Now my question, do I want to go over the top or nah, this is normal.
All right. Wow. Nice. Good attack
What's that
rolls on
advantage?
that. So let's see.
Advantage.
12 plus a critical where you made plus, so 12 plus 9 plus, so let's see, 12, 21 plus another 4, 25 damage. Was that to this guy or this guy?
Left.
Okay, this guy on the left. So yeah, wow, you land some pretty powerful hits on him. You punch him one time right in the jaw, and that sends him reeling. He falls down to the floor, but not to be outdone, you kind of uppercut him while he's on the floor on his knees and manage to just punch his head so hard that his neck snaps backwards and completely breaks, killing him dead ski. So, yeah, this guy's done. No more Hobgoblin.
And I'll just wait here.
All right. Let me see here. Who is next? Next is Kiv.
Kiv just takes out another dagger, kind of looks at it like, God damn it, I fucking hate these things, and he's gonna throw it through the doorway at this guy up top.
All right, go ahead and make your roll there.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
They work sometimes though.
But
Hey,
they like you.
yeah, not to be out.
That wasn't even an advantage.
Oh,
right.
wow, that wasn't. Holy shit. Well, I think we're going to keep that roll, even though it wasn't at advantage, because that would have been
Yeah,
the higher of
I'll
the two anyway. So, yeah, not to be outdone, Kiv decides to expertly throw his dagger right into the hobgoblin's ear. He starts bleeding out of his ear pretty good, and he's, grasping it in pain. A lot of blood coming out of his head, but he's still alive, but definitely not feeling good after that. So next is Reed's turn. Reed is going to go ahead and step near the doorway here. And let me see what attacks. He always has a little more advantage, it seems, with his short bow. So he's going to attack the guy you just shot threw your dagger at. And he's going to see if he can perhaps. Okay, that was not with advantage. Let's try it one more time because that was awful. Roll that again. 12. So he sends an arrow flying at him. However, the arrow misses him and kind of lands pierced into the wall right over there. So
the dagger hit him so hard that his head went back in the arrow mitt.
Yeah, there you go.
That's it.
And next is Ulfgar's turn. Ulfgar, what you gonna do?
Let's see here.
And keep in mind, you can move to any part of the room and not chew up all your movement score.
I think I'm going to charge at the topmost
All right.
topmost one. I need you to move me for it, unfortunately.
All right, you're moved. All right. Go ahead and make your attack. Do you need me to do your attacks, or can you do that on your tablet? Oh, there we go. Oh, wow.
With advantage?
Well, even with advantage, you still are just so focused on attacking that you didn't even kind of aim at all, and you missed completely. You weren't even hitting kind of close to him. All right, so the surprise round is over. The surprise round is over, and now this guy on the bottom left is dead, so next is going to be the guy on the top left, who is going to take a swing at Ulfgar, the dwarf who has just kind of shown up and proven that maybe he should be swung at since he's not too good with his axe. Let me see here. However, Ulfgar manages to bring his shield up just in time and block the would-be attacker's longsword from doing any damage to him. Next, it is Sin's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna just try to punch out this guy next.
All right. Let's see here. And you managed to do just that, so 8 damage plus another 12. So yeah, you do manage to punch that guy out just no problem at all. You give him a kick to the back of the dome, and then as he's falling down, you uppercut him in his jaw, and he falls down to the ground a bloody and miserable pulp. He is now dead.
Cool.
All right, next it is Kiv's turn.
The dagger worked last time. Let's try it again.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and do the dagger. There we go. Forgot to put on the battle music.
Oh, son of a bitch, advantage.
Roll it again. There you go. That's more like it.
Top guy.
So, top guy, you throw another dagger, which lands in his other ear. And now that he's got blood spurting out of both of his ears and looks all funny, he just falls right down to the ground. He ain't getting back up after that. So, let me see here. That guy's dead. That guy's dead. So, you managed to take away all their turns, and now it is Reed's turn. He's going to draw at the last living hobgoblin with his short bow. And he has advantage, so let me put that up. Alright. He does manage to hit the hobgoblin in the chest with his short bow. And gets him pretty good, but it looks like he's able to kind of regain his composure, and he's still alive. So next it is Ulfgar's turn. And Ulfgar, wow. However, he has no time to react as Ulfgar screams out in the name of justice and drags his battle axe down on top of his head, cutting him in half vertically, which is the coolest way to cut someone in half.
That's true.
So
That is true.
all 4 of these hobgoblins are dead, which means victory is yours. Alright, everybody give yourselves... Let me see, there were 4 of them. So everybody give yourselves 100 XP for defeating the hobgoblins.
100.
Yes, 100.
So 2835.
Yes, 2835 should be your new total. I'm going to go ahead.
Hob.
Yeah,
Doesn't
Hobgoblin.
matter what alignment you are. All PC characters are lawful neutral.
Yeah, right. Yeah, lawful neutral, exactly. All right, let's see here. So, let's see here. Your code. All right, so yeah, there's some corpses around. Other than that, you see that the walls are basically mounted with spears, long swords, a few great swords, and a pretty nice quarterstaff hanging up on the wall. That kind of stands out because it looks particularly nicer than all the other stuff hanging on the wall.
Well, I have a cart and a donkey as part of my gear, so we're definitely going to load up the weapons and armor. But I want to look at this quarterstaff.
All right, so let me see that. So just if you want to mark it down, there's 5 spears, 4 long swords, 3 morning stars, and 2 great swords, in addition to the fine quarterstaff.
All right.
You can see the quarterstaff is engraved with stylized feathers, and it's really light. It only weighs like 1 pound. It barely feels like you're lifting anything at all, but you can tell this is worth probably 10 gold pieces all by itself.
Remarkable. Anyone here need a good sturdy quarterstaff?
Nope.
I've still got great staff here. I'm good.
I got my fists.
All right, well then you could probably try and sell it into the town.
To the cart with ye.
All right.
Can we sit down and try to figure out what this longsword that me and Kiv found that had like the engravings on it?
Yeah.
Bloom of Summervale.
All right. Go ahead and let me see here. Forgot what replace does. Is it just like a knowledge check now?
Arcana sometimes.
Well, let's see. Oh no, do a history check. I think that would be the appropriate one on this one.
1 sec, I'll do one too. See if I can figure anything out.
Yeah.
Whoops, disadvantage. Whoops.
Let's see. So, Kiv, you can barely tell anything about it. Ulfgar,
Wow.
you're about that level where you're like, well, I mean, that's a sword. That's definitely a sword right there. Sin, you can tell that that on one side is the inscription for Summervale, while the other one is the inscription for, but you can't really tell there's another inscription on the other side. However, Reed is able to tell that the seal on the other side of this sword is for the Knights of Many Banners, which you can remember that was what Gondrick had told you that his order was. And when you found Gondrick, he didn't have any, his weapons and armor had been taken away.
Oh, okay.
So it looks like you found Gondrick's stuff. They took it back to the castle.
All right. Hang on to it until we get back.
We'll have to give it to him. Yeah, he'll be very grateful, I'm sure.
All right.
All right. Can we just like can we maybe take like maybe a long rest since everything's?
Yeah.
I'm assuming we go around and make sure nothing else is gonna spook us, basically.
Yeah. The only thing you have left is this door right here. There's like one, and that's you can tell just from the architecture. That's since you saw this arrow slit on the other side. That's probably the other guard tower.
All right.
We got a few more guys. Let's do it.
All right. Let's stealthily open the door. God dang.
All right. You try as hard as you
+5
can.
means nothing.
Yeah. Right. Well, shit. Could be worse, I guess. So let me see here. You open the door to.
Yeah, I can move myself. Sorry.
Sweet. All right. So you open the door, and in the tower, you can see there are 2 goblins kind of aiming out the arrow slit. They're not really concerned with anything going on behind them because they're keeping a vigilant watch for anyone coming up from the front entrance.
I guess I'll step.
I was gonna say I'm gonna nod to you while I get my axe ready. So what you take one, I'll take the other is what I'm trying to indicate.
I mean, yeah, I guess we could take them out in one turn, and Kiv's not gonna let them live. So
Yeah.
Fuck goblins.
Yeah, we got him. So I'll just as soon as I can tell he's on board, I'm just gonna charge in, and that way when they're surprised, he can get the one that I don't get.
All right. So go ahead and
I just
everyone.
kind of give him like the like the 2-finger like go forward motion, and I just give that to him.
All right, I'll give this a surprise round, and honestly, if you guys can get some kill, if you guys can make an attack and kill before the round begins, I won't even have anyone roll advantage because it'll be a waste of time. So go ahead and make your attack rolls really quick and see if you can kill him on the first move. Yeah, Sin
Oh
definitely.
god!
Holy shit, guy, calm down.
Hey, look, one's a critical and one's a failure.
Yeah, gee. Yeah, you punch him pretty good in his head, and you try and give another punch after that first deadly one. Ulfgar is fucking up today. Could not hit this goblin with 2 swings. So, yeah. But luckily,
Kiv was gonna attack the one that Sin went for, but he just collapsed in front of him, so he just turned and threw it at the one Ulfgar went for.
all right. So, lucky for you guys, both of these dudes did not. Luckily for Ulfgar, at least, his friends managed to get some hits in with him getting way too excited and just swinging frantically. So, both of them drop down dead, and you have now cleared out the entire keep.
Good job.
Cool.
So,
So
bully for you.
take a look outside through the slit. Well, what time of day is it?
It's around midday, like a little in the afternoon.
And how long was it to get back into town?
It'd probably be about 2 hours to get back into town, so you'd be there.
Oh, okay, we can get back into town.
Yeah, you'd
Yeah,
be
just
there.
go back
what,
to
still a
town,
little
chill for the
afternoon left.
night, rest up, and then maybe do Beggar's Cross tomorrow.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Well, and then in the morning we can talk to the one dude and give him the stuff back.
Yeah, we should definitely do that.
Yeah, you can talk to Gondrick in the morning.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see here. So, all right. Well, you when you head back into town and you spend the night in the inn. Let me see here. I think it was Kiv. That was you wanted to multi-class, right?
Indeed.
All right. So while you're sleeping, Kiv, you have a vision. A dark hooded creature approaches you. It says, "Well, it seems you've been awfully busy meddling in affairs that you don't know of, haven't you?"
Well, they're affairs of ours now.
Indeed, it would seem that you've made it your business. So, I have come to make an offer. The one I serve needs assistance from those on your plane. He feels you might be a good candidate to share in his power, since you both have a mutually beneficial agenda.
I mean, you seem evil as shit, and I'm mostly against that, but I've been feeling so weak lately. Yeah, I'm open to this.
Very well.
What kind of power are we talking about?
Oh, it will start out small at first. Merely the ability to, shall we say, access some of our arcane powers. But the more you grow to serve and the stronger our bond becomes, the greater your power will grow.
Are there strings attached to this power?
Well, we would not call them strings. However, let's just say if you begin to veer off from what my master wants done, then and you are made aware of it and refuse to get back on the right track, well, we might need to sever ties.
All right, I accept.
Very well. You wake up in the morning and suddenly you feel like your magical abilities have increased. You now know 2 additional cantrips as well as two spells. Let me see, first level spells. So you have basically you can go ahead and add 2 cantrips and 2 spells known from the Warlock spell list, and you also get 1 additional spell slot for first level.
Ooh,
All
Warlock.
right.
So yeah, take a level in Warlock.
Excellent. All right.
You made an entity.
What's that?
You've made a pact with an otherworldly entity.
We don't know that.
Yeah.
You
of
don't know
some
that
sort.
happened in a dream.
Happened in a dream. We don't know that.
Oh no, this is above board. Above board.
Yeah, it would
Oh,
appear that
yeah,
way.
Yup.
Yeah, in character, Ulfgar's just gonna walk down and be like, "Where's the bacon and eggs? Good morrow, injustice."
I will justly eat these eggs for justice. All
Hey,
right.
you know what? They're fair trade eggs.
Fair trade, of course. Yeah, you wouldn't want it to be unfair trade.
That Disgust.
All right. Well, so
Anyway,
yeah, friggin'. So anyway, let's see. It's almost let me see. Do y'all want to still continue on and do a little bit of Beggar's Cross? Because I think was it Sin saying you might have to go a little early last week, or are we good?
Nope, that was just last week.
All right.
Yeah, let's do more.
All right. Well, we can. Yeah, I still got some time. We can go ahead and start off on Beggar's Cross if you want to.
yeah, because the only thing is, I mean, for me, I've got to start I do my vows at level 3, so at some point I got to do something with the church. But we don't have I don't want to. We don't need to do that tonight. I can keep adventuring. 'Cause that's not set up yet.
I mean, if you want to do,
We don't have to go to Beggar's Cross immediately.
Yeah, there's a temple in town that like a small
Well,
makeshift temple that you could go ahead and do your vows at.
Well, we got to do Gondrik's stuff first too.
All right.
Either way, you said we were going to give back Gondrik his gear.
Yeah, you are going to give Gondrik his gear back. So, Gondrik is still kind of waiting in town. He's got Ilmar Thunderstroke locked up, and he's still. And now that you've managed to free Mognor, the two of them have reunited. So they're at the tavern drinking happily and reminiscing of the times before they got kidnapped by goblins. But yeah, they're just kind of chilling. It looks like Mognor might want to take a little bit of a rest before he, starts heading out to the cavern.
Good morning, friends.
Ah, good morning, Gondrik says, raising his glass high. It is wonderful to see you have brought Mognor back to me. Now, if we can stop the Black Spider, then perhaps Mognor will be able to continue his venture deep inside the glittering cavern.
Indeed, but if we're going to stop the Black Spider, you're going to need some equipment.
Ah, equipment? Well, too bad mine was all stolen by goblins.
And Kid's gonna come down the stairs like trying to carry this like heavy crossbow and a short sword and some chainmail.
Did it look anything like that?
Ah, my things! Wherever did you find them?
They were in the keep that we just cleared out.
Well, I certainly do appreciate you bringing them back in good condition. I'm sorry that you had to go to such trouble to get them, but I appreciate your help nonetheless.
Oh, think nothing of it.
Alright, so you've given back Gondrik's stuff. He lets you know, friends, today will be a day of rest for Mognor, so we can nurse his wounds. The Black Spider shouldn't be able to get too deep into the cavern without Mognor's help. So I doubt he'll make it there in the day. Most likely he'll be spending the next day or two trying to gather his forces to go deep inside. So, yeah, it's pretty clear that Gondrik is going to be spending the day helping Mognor nurse himself back to health. Let me see. If you want, you can head off toward the Glittering Cavern, or if you still want to explore Beggar's Cross, that's only about an hour or two away from here.
What do you guys want to do? What do you guys want to do? Because I've got a donkey and a cart full of supplies, and I'm ready to go and do whatever.
So this is kind of like a backwaterish town, right? It's not like a main city.
No, it's it's kind of a backwater. It was a bustling city hundreds of years ago, but it's basically was abandoned and now it's recently been resettled, so it's still growing.
So I pretty much doubt that there'd probably be like an arcane tattoo artist, right?
Doubtful, yeah, they don't got one of them here.
I'll just spend the day meditating.
I'm gonna take if he's gonna spend the day meditating, I'm gonna take the equipment that we looted from the castle, the swords and armor and all that.
Yes.
And I'm gonna take to the mayor of the town, the head of the town, or whatever.
All right. When you come into the mayor's office, he seems extremely glad to see you. Ah, the ones who have freed me from those ruffians. How may I help you today?
Well, I know you're going to need some sort of law enforcement now that those thieves and scoundrels that claimed to keep the peace are gone and out of your hair. So I brought some weapons and armor to help get a militia started.
He looks down at the just great stash of weapons he brought. Excellent. You are truly a noble man to do such a great thing for me. I appreciate all of your help. This will help us arm the men. Now all I need to do is convince a few villagers to work as law enforcement, but that shouldn't be hard. I'm sure a steady pay from the city's coffers will be more than enough convincing.
Indeed.
All right. Well, you've dropped off all those weapons with the town's mayor, so he shouldn't have too much trouble establishing a few guys to act as the lawmen in this town.
Yep, that was my thinking. Drop off a little bit of gear to get a militia out started, and now they can have some justice.
All right. So let me see. Ulfgar has gone ahead and done his good deed for the day. Sin is spending the day meditating. Kib, was there anything you wanted to do today?
Kiv is kind of exploring his new powers here. I'm trying to find the spell in the Roll20 thing, and it's not here.
What spell
but
are you looking for?
Arms of Hadar.
Arms of Hadar. Let me see here. Okay, yeah, I'm pulling it up right now from the. There is a 5th edition wiki. Let me see here. Say first level conjuration.
So just like it by himself, kind of like not sure that dream last night happened. He's just gonna kind of use some of this power, and a bunch of like tendrils of dark energy start popping up and thwacking things in the room.
Yeah, so you see, yeah, on a failed save. Yeah, that's actually a pretty cool spell. Wow, nice.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah,
Doesn't differentiate between friend and foe, as far as I know, though. So I'll have to be careful.
Let me see here.
Yeah, batters all creatures within 10 feet.
All creatures got to make a strength save. Otherwise, they take 2d6 necrotic damage. And they can't
Good
take
thing
reactions.
I have 10 strength.
Oh, that's some serious spellage.
Yeah. On a successful save, you take half damage and suffer no other effects, so you can still take reactions at that point.
Does Kiv look any different?
No, you can't tell from his outward appearance. He looks like the same
Other than like
happy-go-lucky
little
bard you
flashes
found.
of, except for the little flashes of like maliciousness I saw earlier when he was killing those goblins. But
yeah, but that is really not. That's not. Yeah, that was. You don't know him that well in the first place, so for all you know, he might get those little things once in a while. You've only been adventuring with him basically since you were hired out of Summervale.
Yep.
And Kiv knows that that's definitely new. Like he's always been, just a very good person, and this like wanting to kill things, even though they are evil, is definitely new.
Yeah.
Maybe concerning.
All right. So, well, with the day out, the day kind of spent that way. What do you guys want to do on the morrow?
I say we hit Beggar's Cross.
Yeah, I say we just kind of talk with Reed and Ulfgar about what they saw, and maybe like a preferable way to, approach Beggar's Cross, basically.
Yeah, like a debrief and strategize.
Yeah.
Well, let's see here. I'll put your. So basically, I'm going to drag you over to Beggar's Cross. So this is the map for it. And while you guys didn't explore any of Beggar's Cross, you basically kind of took a look around and scouted out a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty big. So this would be the main area you'd hit it from. So there really aren't any alternate ways you could go. This is this right here in the upper left corner is basically where all the brush is kind of cleared, and you can enter from that way, because everywhere else is overgrown and pretty difficult to access.
And like, how far did Ulfgar and Reed get? Where they just basically just like go up there, like, nope, and then leave?
Yeah, basically when they went out, they kind of walked up this path a little bit, and they saw how spooky it was getting. They're like, you know what, we should probably get back and have some backup before we go.
Okay.
That's why they got back so fast. They didn't really go deep.
Yeah, they just kind of looked. They were like, nah, we need a group, and then they came back.
It's pretty much noped out of there.
Yeah, so let me see here. So I'll go ahead and put Reed out here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see.
We look so tiny. Wow. It's a big map.
It is a big map. It's a big encounter. There's lots to do here, so let me see. Yeah, there's definitely quite a bit to do. So you won't be wanting for activity. Let me see.
Oh, everyone add 1 silver to your thing.
Oh, yeah.
Found them on some goblins.
Oh, yeah, that's... Yeah, you friggin' robbed these dead goblins. I forgot about that.
Come on, man. I could have had 2 silver.
Damn it!
Right.
All right, let me set up Reed here. Here. There we go. All right, Reed's bubbles are set. All right, Ulfgar, do you need a little help getting your guy out, or are you good?
I'll be good. I'm just changing the ability score real quick. I forgot I could change 2 of them by 1.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All right, let's see here.
Doesn't sound like everything's coming up Millhouse.
Nah, he's a prick. Nah, everything is not coming up Millhouse. He's like a prick to our other cat. He just fucking randomly comes up and just bites her for no fucking reason. Like, he's clearly trying to play, but he's not very diplomatic about it. He's just like, alright, biting time. This means I'm playing.
Yeah, drag my token out. It's not cooperating on the stupid tablet.
Alright. Ulfgar. Boom. There we go. Alright, let's see here. Just set up your HP bars really quick, and then we should be ready to adventure. Alright, Ulfgar, let me set you up right here.
Just testing that out.
Oh, alright. Yeah, I hate when you have to put the spells in manually. It's like, God, why are only some of them not in there? Just like there are a few creatures I had to set up that weren't in the compendium, and I'm like, why? How did you miss this? No.
What are your DCs based off? Are they based off your charisma?
You need intelligent spellcasting score for that class.
Yeah. So for Warlock, I think their spellcasting
Also
score is charisma, right?
So yeah, it should be the same for both then, since your main class is a bard.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, charisma either way.
So off board, how far do you think you want to go with Warlock?
Not super far. Kiv's not super comfortable with this, but like more power to accomplish what he wants to accomplish is sounding pretty good. And he's also just kind of impulsive, I think. So like an entity approaching him and being like, "We picked you." It's like, all right, let's check this out.
Hey, fuck it.
That's how it always starts.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Yeah, look at Ulfgar. He got possessed by justice. Now look at him.
Right.
The spirit of justice
The
itself.
spirit of justice came to him one morning, and he's like, "Oh no!"
Yeah, of course. Let me see here.
That's how it happened.
One of my dreams was a giant fist came in my dream, and I was like, "Okay, that's
Just
kind of weird."
big fist.
Hey, Fist.
All right. Well, so you've finally made your way. It took you a couple hours. So you've been going along the trail, and gradually the trail became an old, overgrown lane winding and between dilapidated buildings with vines and brush choking it. Ahead of you, in the middle of the settlement, there's a steep hill, and upon it there's a stone tower with a partially collapsed roof and an adjoining cottage. There's a dirt road that hugs the base of the hill and wends its way between the old stone houses. A lot of them are roofless ruins. The interiors are just kind of open to the weather. Other buildings are more or less intact, but the whole place is eerily silent. A wooden sign is nailed to a post nearby. It says, "Danger, plant monsters and zombies. Turn back now."
Jesus.
Yeah, so I think that's what sent Ulfgar and Reed kind of like, okay, well, the sign said turn back, so that's what we're going to do.
I thought Ulfgar would be crazy about zombies. He'd just go running right in.
Yeah, you would think.
For fun for myself. I'm not selfish.
Of course, of course. All right.
Well, shall
Oh,
we?
I gotta bring my friends back. They want some of this justice.
Yeah, I want in on
sure.
this action. All right, so
Really?
you can go ahead and explore as you will. There's, buildings like here. There's one
Yeah,
right
can we
here.
check that out?
Yeah, go ahead and check this building out.
And there's no reason for me to think the stealth, so I'm just gonna open the door.
All right. So when you this cottage has seen better days. It's it's covered in the shadow of an old tree. It's a crumbled stone cottage with no roof. There are weeds growing all over it. The entrance is right here.
Okay, I kind of walk around,
All right.
kind of see what's going on.
Okay, let me reveal it. All right, so you see, like I said, you can kind of see there's an overgrown shadow and, brush kind of overgrowing the inside of it. It's a little bit crumbled. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception. God damn.
Was it bad?
It
Oh,
was
yeah. That could have been
middle ground.
better. Well, let me see how. Let me go ahead and make my check really quick in secret.
Mine.
Oh no! I better back up then.
Oh,
I better stay right there.
okay, so actually you do manage to see that there are 2 twig blights in this room, which they appear to be little tiny guys that are stick monsters, kind of. They appear to be tiny animated sticks. That's the best description I can give you, and they look pretty pissed off, so they start running at you all screaming and shit.
Oh my god! I had a dream like this one.
All right, so go ahead and roll initiative, everybody.
Oh wow, that was fast.
Yeah, so let me roll the twig blights initiative. All right, so twig blight number 1. Not bad. And twig blight number 2. Wow, he did pretty good. Way to go, twig blight. Yeah, so I wouldn't be too
So
intimidated.
Twig blight. Is it like a dark creature?
It's basically a small animated twig. It's like kind of a
Okay.
dendroid. It's kind of a dendroid, like
Okay.
kind of an evil twig, as it were.
So is there 3 of them there, or just 2?
There's 2.
So what's that right there?
What's that? Oh wait, did I add another twig blight? I did. My bad. There are 3.
Okay.
I
mean,
I
they're
had
kind of hard to see, but
Yeah, that's the thing is I wish I could have found a better token
If you
for him.
cut up, decide to kick your ass in retaliation. That's what we're dealing with.
Yeah. So, let me go ahead and give the twig blight number 3 here. Roll his initiative. And he sucks. Alright, so yes, 3 evil twig guys are in this room. And they're screeching at you, ready to kick the shit out of you in whatever way a small twig can. However, Kiv has the first attack.
Ulfgar and Reed.
Oh, Ulfgar, yeah.
Initiatives.
Oh yeah, Ulfgar and Reed. Go ahead and give Reed his initiative.
Ulfgar initiative.
Without
-2.
an advantage, of course. What the fuck was that?
Probably his tablet getting a message.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
That
Well, I
was
rolled a
awful. Alright, let me see. Ulfgar, go ahead and roll your initiative if you can.
I
You're
did.
still-
In the chat box.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 12.
Oh, okay, there you go, 12. Not
You're
bad.
still rolling at advantage, by the way, on Reed.
Yeah, I see that. Go ahead and... we'll keep that one for now, and afterward we'll fix that up. So I've gone ahead and unclicked advantage on his thing. So let me see here. Ulfgar, added your turn. And you got a 12. Alright. So, no one is surprised because Sin managed to notice the twig monsters right away, so it is Kiv's turn to go first.
All right, and Kiv hasn't mentioned the demon thing or whatever it was that had approached him, but he's going to target this guy in the top left and shoot Eldritch Blast. Although, oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, so you do shoot an Eldritch Blast at him, however, it just misses the little guy. Kind of zaps toward the floor. And it was a pretty weak blast from what you could tell. So
What the hell was that?
Yeah, what the fuck was that, right?
We'll talk about it later.
Alright, next it is Reed's turn. And we'll go ahead and Reed's going to use his short bow to shoot at the guy or the little stick man that you were just attacking, and he hits it. Manages to shoot him right in his little stick body, and gets a pretty decent amount of damage done to him, but he's still alive in whatever way this stick man can be. So now the lower guy, this guy on the lower right, is going to step over, and let me see here. God, these things are weak as shit, aren't they? It's going to try and attack Sin with whatever it can. A vicious little dude, though. Holy shit. He actually manages to claw at Reed for 5 damage right on his shin. Just slices away with his sharp little claws.
Right through the wall. Amazing.
Yeah, so, yeah, pretty good. Wait, are you standing in the wall here, or no? There's no wall.
Oh,
there.
you said Reed. Sorry,
or not Reed. Sin. Excuse me, Sin.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Okay, my bad. Yeah, he attacks
Purple
Sin.
sticks, run, guys.
Holy shit! Right. So Twig Blights, don't his bites apparently just as bad as his bark. But we'll go ahead now to Sin's turn.
Da-dunk.
I know, right? Pretty good, huh?
Been working on that one all week.
Oh yeah, I've been holding
Entire
that in
encounter
for
was
so
set up
long.
for that pun.
Totally worth it.
Okay. Let's see. Ulfgar's gonna go right next after me, and that thing is still a thing, right?
Yes, that is still a thing. I've been
Okay,
giving them red dots just so they're easier to see.
I'm gonna kind of just go right here,
Yes.
and then I'm gonna kick that guy,
All right.
or do my attack.
All right, go ahead
So
and give him an attack.
Are there 4 or 3?
There are 3.
Because it looks like 4 on my screen.
I think I accidentally
Because
doubled
this
that one
right
up.
here is actually a tree.
I had
Yeah,
another
it's-
one in there, but I accidentally doubled it up. So that one, ignore it. He's deleted. He's gone. I told you, these little bastards are hard to spot. So I may have left a double here or there. But yeah, it looks like you're able to hit him, well, both times with your unarmed attack, and you easily just crush him down. It's a stick, you break the stick in half pretty easy.
Literally just break the stick in half.
Yeah, you pick him up and snap him in two.
Oh god.
Poor little guy screams and falls to the ground. Now he's dead. So
I like dry sticks too, so it makes that really good snapping sound.
they make a nice, satisfying crunch. So Ulfgar, your turn. Go ahead and swing at the tiny little twig with your fucking axe.
Oh, should you do extra damage?
I'm not gonna do extra damage to a twig. God. This is a little more comical than I thought it would be. This is great.
Damn slow ass tablet. 1 sec.
Alright. Holy shit.
I wonder if an axe will be good against a twig.
Yeah, I wonder, right?
Twigs are notoriously resistant against axes.
I mean, I don't know if there was. It's not like I'm using a tool that people use all the time to cut down trees.
Yeah. No, you can't use brains to cut down trees. You need an axe.
Which one's dead?
Let me see.
It's the
This
one
guy.
side next to you. Yeah.
Otherwise, this little dude up in the corner here is, he got hit pretty good, but he's still alive, and this one is healthy. As healthy as a twig can be.
Ulfgar, which one did you swing at?
The one that's been injured.
Okay, so yeah, you definitely chop him into splinters with that hit. So, twig goes down. No more twig here. He's now just a bunch of splinters. Alright, let me see here. That guy's dead. And this little guy, not to be outdone, he's gonna take another swipe at Sin, since he saw that apparently this guy has a weakness. So he swipes at him with his little twiggy claws. And
Just misses.
just misses him. So he swipes at you good, but you manage to move your leg out of the way just in time. And with that, it is now Kiv's turn.
Alright, Kiv wants to try this again, so he's gonna walk in here and Eldritch Blast the last guy.
Alright. Let me see here. This time, you managed to hit him with your Eldritch Blast. The beam of energy goes right into him and makes his whole body just shatter. And he is now no more. So, congratulations.
Oh.
You have defeated the Twigs. Way to go.
Ulfgar's gonna look at his axe and the pile of splinters on the floor, wipe his brow, and then put on the sunglasses and say, "I guess these guys didn't make the cut."
God damn you.
God damn it.
I knew you would make that joke.
Holy shit. Yeah.
These puns are a blight on our humor.
And then
God
after the
damn it.
wailing car riff and the background fades, he's gonna take off his sunglasses and go back to normal.
All right. Apparently they have sunglasses in the world of Erathon. Okay, well, good job on defeating the twig blights that were in this cabin. Go ahead and give yourselves 30 XP for defeating the 3 twigs.
Sorry, Ulfgar was spontaneously possessed by the ghost of CSI Miami.
Yeah, I guess so. So you should be at 2865. So good job defeating the horrendous twig monsters.
Truly our fiercest foe yet.
Yeah,
Does
I know.
Sin still have like 2 twigs in his hands?
Yeah, he still has 2 sticks in his hands from the one he broke in half, unless he put it down.
Sweet.
Does that count as bathing in the blood of your enemies?
I mean,
I
there's
guess.
no sap, but
I'll just drop it.
I gotta split.
you know, having a monk fight twig blights is one of the funnier things I've done in a fucking D&D game. Because yeah, you can just pick them up and break them.
Kid wants to look around. Is there anything else in this shack?
Let me see here. In this shack, there's nothing else. Just looks like this crumbled up shack that had some sticks living here.
Ah, funky little shack.
Next.
All right, so well, we can continue exploring. There's some more shacks over here and one over here. There's a shack here, and the road continues. You can follow the road if you want.
Well, I mean, this one's like right here. So what do we see right here?
Let me see. So as you can tell, there's an entrance down here into this shack. So there's a bunch of trees in the middle between these two. So
Is it like a window we can look in, or
there's no windows into it that you can see.
a no
What
windowed
about
house?
this building to the north of us?
This, let me see here. Double check my reference. Let's see. There's a weathered signboard by the door of this large building. It shows the faded image of a workhorse holding a flagon of ale. The building's sagging and dilapidated, but it's more intact than the ruins across the road. So you can tell maybe this was like an ale house or something.
Maybe they left behind some wine. Where's the front door on this one?
The front door, let me highlight that for you. Right here.
Kid's gonna stealthily try to open that.
All right. So go ahead and make your stealth. Yeah, you're able to open it stealthily. And you can see inside this tap house there are 4 zombies just kind of sitting around being zombies. They're lurking in the shadow, kind of slumped up against the walls or under the bar. So, yeah. There's some zombies just kind of sitting around there, probably wishing they had some brains to eat or something like that.
Oh, don't worry. These are just the graveyard patrons.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a job for justice.
Got some zombies in here, guys.
Man, that sign was correct. There are indeed plants and zombies.
Yeah, right? Fucking he ain't lying.
We weren't.
Common clothes. Yes, very well, Ulfgar. You have common clothes.
Not my fault.
All right, so do y'all want to go in and hang out with the zombies, or do you want to just leave them be?
I'm trying to find my zombie stuff.
Your zombie stuff. Oh, like you can smite evil, can't you?
Yeah, I'm a paladin. This is like this is my bread and butter right here.
Yeah, this is kind of your thing, isn't it?
But my sheet is being annoying, and so instead of finding my anti-zombie stuff, I found my shoes.
Fucking Jesus Christ. Way to go.
I fell down the stairs and my shoes came off.
All right, Kid's just gonna bust in here and cast Arms of Hadar.
Damn it.
Oh,
All right.
shit.
All right, let's
I
see
don't know,
And I
here.
think everyone's within 10 feet, right?
Let me see here.
10, 10, 10, 10, yeah.
Yeah. Keep in mind, you're also going to get hit by that. So.
Well, I'm kind of behind a wall, right?
Although, yeah, that's what I was hoping. But I don't know. I mean, it's fucking tendrils of dark energy. Maybe
So, like,
goes through
tendril
wall.
just, like, butts through the decrepit wall. I'm like, whoa!
Yeah, let me see here. It's all creatures within 10 feet, so looks like they're erupting from you. I'll say they won't go through the wall, so you'll be okay at that. They can't punch through the wall.
Later too. It's probably for the best that I can't do that behind walls to people.
Yeah, let me see here.
That'd be
So
hilarious.
let me see what the
It'd be fun.
zombies can do. So this is a strength saving throw for the zombies. So the one in the top right
I mean, zombies have a lot
manages
of strength,
to-
let me tell you.
takes 8 necrotic damage. So let me see here. Let me double check and see if that... Does he have a... Okay, so he doesn't have a resistance to necrotic, so... Alright, let me see here. So he's... See, that was 8, and he's also can't take a reaction, so... Alright. We roll for this one on the right here.
It's a strength saving throw if that matters at all.
Alright, that one takes 8. That one takes 8. In the bottom left, and the top left will take 8 damage as well. So they all take 8 damage. So your tendrils of dark energy really just did a number on them. Alright.
Holy shit, this is awesome.
Yeah,
And
with
all
that...
Sin sees right here is just some random tentacles. I'm like, whoa.
What the fuck was that?
What the fuck is going in?
Black tentacles came out.
Alright, so everybody roll initiative. And I'm
You
going to
okay
count that
there,
as a
kid?
surprise round.
Doing great.
I have a +5 to initiative, and I roll so bad all the time.
You're saving the good ones for the difficult fights.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Holy crap, some of these... I'm surprised at how well some of these zombies are rolling, considering they have...
And then a 1.
Oh, there we go, finally. That's the one that was more expected than the others, because, yeah. Alright. So let's go ahead and get the zombies set up. Reed, let me go ahead and do his initiative really quick. And nice! Good job, Reed. Okay, so let me see here. Ulfgar, do you need me to roll your initiative?
No, mine's I already rolled it at 6.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I never see yours. That's right, because you're doing it different this time.
My character sheet one is still broken. I haven't gotten it fixed yet.
You have to select your token and then click initiative.
Click initiative. Okay.
Yeah, that's we figured that out last week when you weren't here. That's right.
Okay. Well then, yeah, I'll do that from now on.
Yeah, no big deal. So let's see here. Make sure everything's set up. All right. So this is a surprise round, so the zombies will not be able to take any action. However, Reed, since you hit them, let me see here. Oh, you lucked out, actually. So when you hit them, you notice that a big puff of ash seemed to come out of each zombie when you hit them. Probably would have been annoying for anybody who was caught up in that puff of ash, but you were far enough away where you didn't get hit by anything. So, yeah. Lucky you. Way to strategically space yourself. So first up is Reed. So Reed is going to step near the doorway, and he's going to aim at the zombie in the upper right corner with his short bow. And... can't... Oh, no, actually, he barely hits the zombie, and gives him a pretty good hit, too. So, hits the zombie in the arm and kind of knocks one of his arms off this rotten, ashy zombie. So.
And does Sin kind of see this? That when things hit, the kind of like a puff cloud comes out?
Well, you saw that through the doorway. You could kind of see this one in the right corner here. You were able to see that, yeah, when it first got hit, there was a big puff of ash coming out, but once Reed shot it, there wasn't any more ash coming out. So maybe you can infer that maybe just that first time they got hit, it kind of made them, shake the dust off or whatever. But because that second hit didn't cause the same effect.
Okay.
So next up, it is Kiv's turn.
Kiv's gonna target that same one and Eldritch Blast it.
All right. The Eldritch Blast hits it square in the zombie's chest and manages to make it explode into a pile of nothing. So you hit it right where it needed to on that sweet spot. Okay. You going to move or are you going to end your turn with that?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna move back out.
All right.
Oh, no tank cube.
No tank it.
the bard ain't going to tank this one.
There's still 3 zombies in there, guys.
All right. Sin, it is now your turn.
All right. I'm gonna go up here. Maybe right here. I can't tell. Is he technically in this square or is he in this square? He's like
I'll
in
put
a
him-
corner square.
Yeah, it's hard. He's in this square. Okay, I moved him, but
Okay.
it was just hard to place him correctly, This map
No, I
came out
understand.
kind of weird.
All right. So I'm just gonna kick him in the face.
All right, kick him in his
whatever.
stupid zombie face.
Yeah.
All right, so you managed to hit the zombie square and true with both of your kicks. You see, 11 plus another 11 is 22. So those kicks just send the zombie into a pile of moldy old bones and organs. And let me see here. I think, hang on. Let's see. All right, let me do a saving throw on the zombie really quick. Oh yeah, he didn't make it. So yeah, the zombie falls into just a pile of dusty old parts and bones and stuff. He's done for.
Okay. Can I use the rest of my movement to kind of get between these guys here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh.
Well,
All right.
Gonna go.
Ulfgar, your turn.
I'll go right here for you.
Yep, I'm gonna go there and attack the one towards the top of the room with my axe of justice.
All right, hit him with that axe of justice. Back that axe up.
I'd like to ask him a question.
Well, your axe of justice is justifiably shitty at doing anything. You swing at him, but you just miss barely and kind of bury your axe of justice into the ground, which I don't think the ground deserved that. You owe it an apology. All right, so with that, it is now the beginning of the next turn. Reed is going to step in here and try and shoot at the zombie that you missed with his bow of relatively somewhat poetic justice, but not like just, Wow, he
That
didn't
was
hit.
just a shit.
Yeah, that was just a shit show all day. Wow. So yeah, Reed, trying to look good, still fucks it all up. So he's not any better than you. He has no room to criticize you.
That is the true poetic justice.
All right. With that, the bottom left zombie, is going to make an attack at Ulfgar. However, he slams himself into Ulfgar's armor. However, Ulfgar has some pretty strong armor, and it's easily able to withstand the hit from the zombie, and Ulfgar feels no effect. All right, next is Kiv's turn.
Alright, Kiv's gonna run back inside and kind of over Ulfgar's shoulder. He's gonna shoot this guy up here.
All right, an Eldritch Blast. Let me see. And he barely makes the hit, kind of zings a bit of energy off the zombie's right shoulder. The zombie looks like it might have hurt him, but didn't really affect his day all that much.
He's just gonna kind of get out of the way so Reed can shoot again if he needs to.
All right, let me see here. Okay, so next it is Sin's turn.
So how?
What was that?
Sorry. How do each of these zombies kind of look?
Let me see here. The one on the top left looks like he's starting to look like he might be falling apart a little bit. The one right next to you looks no worse for wear, like he took that one hit, but he's still coming pretty strong.
Okay. I'm just gonna try to punch out this.
All right, give him a good punch. Let's see here. So 9 plus 10, so 19 damage to that zombie. Let me see how he's doing. Ooh, man. That zombie you hit him pretty fucking good. Despite his undead constitution, he still collapses to the ground in a pile of dust and ash. He's no longer going to be a threat to you.
Wow, beat out 21 Constitution.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the DC for him is... I mean, the DC is... Let's just say it's going to... If you're doing a lot of damage to him, it's going to be harder.
I got you.
Yeah. So next will be...
That's gonna be my turn.
Alright, so next is Ulfgar for... see if maybe that Axe of Justice can redeem itself.
Let's hope so.
Alright. Yeah! Nice! Alright, so the Axe of Justice definitely lands true right into the zombie's stupid face. Let me see here, so... So, that axe hits the zombie right in his stupid face, and his shambling corpse falls to the ground, in a puff of ashy, smoky nastiness. They are now all dead. The room is safe once again.
And what do we see? Is it just like an abandoned tavern, or?
Yeah, it's just an abandoned tavern. There's a bar and some empty, nasty old kegs. There's some let me see here. What else? I'm trying to look
Kip
at.
wants to sift through it all and just see if there's anything, like any unopened bottles that were just left lying there.
It's all empty and ruined. If there are bottles, they're cracked or broken. There's nothing worth drinking in here.
Guys, before we move on, I should probably clue you into something. Last night I was sleeping and I thought it was a dream, but it turns out it was real. Some sort of demon thing approached me and offered me some pretty awesome power. That's what I've been kind of playing with today. But if we're gonna be adventuring together and all this, I figure you guys should be aware of it.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, sorry about that. I think it's okay. I mean, I asked him if there are any strings attached to this power, and he made it seem like his master was the one that approved this, and as long as I stayed in line, they wouldn't, try to force me into anything. I don't exactly know what that means, but just a heads up in case 3 weeks from now something happens.
Yeah. Guess in case
Meantime, let's kill some evil shit.
if you're ever attacked by some kind of demon that's all pissed off, then you'll know why.
Right. So, just an FYI. All right, let's go.
Full disclosure.
Kid's just gonna walk right past.
All right. Well, when you're walking into that area, Kiv, a bunch of pissed off twig blights come out, screaming at you. They look hungry as shit. So.
Oh shit.
Yeah, let me make these guys appear. One moment, please. Boom! There they are.
Oh damn!
Yeah, a bunch of pissed off twig blights come screaming at you really, really fast. Let me see here. Make a perception check really quick, and we're gonna see who's surprised. Let me pop out the twig lights here and see what we're gonna kind of go against their dexterity score or their stealth score. Well, their dexterity because they're screaming. So anyone who didn't get a 19, guess what? You're surprised. So basically, let me see what Reed got. Yeah, so basically the only one who's not surprised here is Kiv. Everybody else, roll initiative, but this is going to be a surprise round.
I'm trying to cheat, but if I don't get a natural 20, it doesn't matter. I wouldn't be able to make it. My modifier is negative.
Oh shit.
Yeah, well, let's see. Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, one sec. Tablet.
I'll start giving that. All right, well, I'll start doing initiative for the twig blights while we're waiting on that. Wow, natural 20 for one of the twig blights. Nice.
Even though that's a 21, that should probably go first, right? Just natural 20.
Yeah, he's going to be the only one who, yeah, he's definitely going to go first, even if you have the surprise round or anything like that. And let's see here. Ulfgar, yeah, you're not, you're definitely surprised this time around, bud. Sorry.
That's a lot of initiative. I'm scared.
Yeah, well, keep in mind, it's a bunch of twigs. So, do with that what you will. It's a bunch of little sticks, you know. The last time you fought one of these, you picked one up and broke it in half. So,
Wasn't the most terrifying moment.
yeah, most terrifying moment. So, Kiv, even though you had a higher score, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put this twig blight ahead of you in the rotation, just because he did get the natural 20. So,
Right, so
let
that
me
was-
see here. But that's the one who's all the way down here. Now, let me see, what's his speed? I think they have a really pathetic speed too. Like they're not very fast.
And are these is this like heavy bushes, or are they just a couple trees here?
It's just a couple trees and like some shrubs, but you could easily just walk right through them.
Okay.
So yeah, this has 20 speed. So even though he's all the way back here, he only kind of makes it up to his friend. So he's screaming and he's pissed off and hungry, but yeah, that's all he could do. So next it is going to be Kiv's turn.
All right. Well, Kiv is really enjoying this new power, so he's going to cast Arms of Hadar again.
All right, so you see here everything within 10 feet, right? So let's see.
Yes.
These two are affected. This guy's affected. This guy is affected, and yeah. So the only one who's not affected is this guy all the way down here. Every one of them is gonna have to make a saving throw, and they're probably gonna die. Yeah, holy shit! You know what? So even if they make their saving throw, this is going to be enough damage to kill them. So
God.
Fuck yes.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
So,
I'm not gonna make
please.
saving throws for them if that's gonna
Can we
kill
please
them no
make the
matter what.
tentacles snap them all in half?
Yes, the tentacles all come out and snap them all in half quite easily.
Thank God.
And they just screech like just for like saying like ah, and they die very abruptly.
And then Kiv's just gonna take a couple steps back towards the group.
Jesus Christ. We're still on the surprise round, so this last little guy can run up. Fucking Christ. He runs up here. And that's fucking twig blights around, so we're back to Kiv.
Oh shit! All right, Eldritch Blast it is.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you blast at him, and the blast also cuts him in half entirely, and he just goes ah and dies.
I'll come back and be like, "Sorry, I didn't leave any guys, but I took care of it."
Holy
Sim
shit.
kicks the dirt a little bit.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Fucking A.
More twig
Fucking
blights.
warlocks, man.
And you were worried. Jesus. Well, there goes my twig blights.
Glad you set those up.
Yeah, right. Thank God. Holy shit. Okay, so yeah, they're gone. Where you can proceed to wherever you were going. I think the
I think I'm gonna go
Yeah.
check this door out.
yeah, there's this building has a door here, and this building has a door here. Basically, where the trail leads into.
I'm gonna stealthily open this door. Oh my God.
No, you're not.
All right. Well, you try, but good thing you can see that this cottage is completely empty. There, you can see that this kind of possibly used to be a merchant's house. There's some shelves and stuff, and like a kind of a counter. And there's a chest over here as well, up in the north side.
Right here.
Yeah, right there.
Is it locked?
Let me see here. It is not locked.
I want to carefully start opening it.
All right. So you open it up, and you can see that there's some money in there. It contains 700 coppers, 160 silvers, and 90 gold.
Cool.
Oh well.
So, let me see. Do you want to split that with the group, or do you want to keep it all and be greedy?
Yes, I'll split it.
All right, so 700 divided by 4. So everybody gets 175 coppers, which let me give that to Reed. So,
How much copper did we have before?
I don't know.
Everyone's might have been a little different. I think I had 208.
Yeah, depends on what you bought with your starting wealth and all that.
I
But
used just gold, so
let's see here. So you'll have extra 175 coppers, 40 silvers. So let me see here. And 90 gold divided by 3. Or 90 by 4. So you'll have 22 gold plus another 5 silvers.
Cool. And you're streaming this one as well as the previous one, right?
Oh yeah, I'm streaming
So
it. It'll be up on YouTube as well.
Cool.
I basically stream on Twitch, and then the next day I post the finished video to YouTube.
the last one had a lot better audio. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, this one should have much better audio as well because I have a decent mic now. I went and ordered a good one. So hopefully it sounds a little better for me. My voice at least sounds a little better. You know, I figure probably shouldn't be using a fucking Turtle Beach headset when I'm trying to stream.
All right, so I'm just gonna walk like this way.
Yeah.
The kid's gonna motion to Ulfgar and Reed to join us.
All right, so they come along with yous.
Hard time moving.
Yeah, so we're just gonna kind of go around the building this way and
Yeah.
go check out this building.
All right. And this building is kind of half ruined, like it's pretty much an open bay. You can see that there's nothing inside of this building. It's fully abandoned.
Cool, I guess.
There we go.
Is this a doorway or?
Let me see here. No, the doorway for this building is over here on right here.
Okay. I'll try luck number 2, stealthily opening it.
All right, let's see here. All right, so this small house actually looks like it's in better condition than most. The doors are reinforced with heavy iron bands, and the shutters are there are thick shutters on the windows. So
So I'm gonna super stealthily with a 7 open that door.
You open the door with an extremely loud creak.
Like it just falls off the hinges. So it goes. Psh.
Yeah, you pretty much tried to kick the door open when you were stealthily doing it. So inside, you can see it's actually a pretty decent little house. There's an old man kind of sitting in there, you know, tending to his books and stuff. Let me see here.
Hail?
Let me see here. I just got to pull this guy's information up. All right. Good evening, adventurers. Please come in, sit, stay a while. And Ulfgar, I'll bring you in here.
What's a kind old man like you doing around parts like these?
My name is Rocktooth. I've lived here for an extremely long time. But basically, when everyone else chose to leave this place when the blight overtook it and the well dried up, I decided to stay so I could be closer to nature and the forestry around here. I've been trying as hard as I can to heal the sickly wood, but as you might have been able to tell by the twig blights outside, I've been less than successful.
Does Kiv believe him? Can I check that?
Yeah, go ahead and make your, let's see, intuition, or insight, excuse me. So, let's see here. From what you can tell, he's being honest. there's not really any deception in his voice. I'll go ahead and have old Reed make an insight as well.
We are very insightful people.
Yeah. So wow. Yeah, from what you can tell, the man is being honest. You can see in his home he's had it set up here for a while. He's kind of a gaunt old man. He's got just a wooden staff. He looks like he might be kind of a nature boy.
Well, considering what my role just was, I would have trusted anything he said.
Yeah, right.
So, what do you do for like food and water around here?
I live off the land, and fortunately,
The dead land?
well, there are more fertile lands nearby. I keep my residence here so that I might concentrate on healing the land when I am living at this house. But the lands nearby are fresher and better, so I can go out within the day and gather what I need for at least a week or so.
So nothing is bothered to like mess with you, or
No, I've managed to ward this house away from anything impure. So I basically have found a way to keep to myself. But what's been more of a problem here is the spiders that have taken over recently. I've been seeing more giant spiders about, as well as these folk in black masks and cloaks shulking about. But what really has concerned me most recently is the green dragon that has moved into the tower north of here since the last time I've come about.
A green dragon?
what? Chromatic?
Yes, a green dragon. It has taken residence up in the tower in the north. He kind of motions off, and you can tell he's talking about this place I'm pinging right here. I do not know why it has decided to come here, but I suggest the three of you leave before you get yourselves killed. This place has become much more dangerous in the recent days.
Does he stay put, or does he travel around? How often do you see him?
I think he's here to stay. I've been away for the last couple weeks, going about the forest, making sure the blight hasn't spread. But since I've come back about a week ago, he has not left. It seems that tower is now his home, as far as he's concerned.
That sounds real bad news.
Does it look like a full-grown dragon? I mean, I don't know how many dragons you've seen, but is it
How
smaller than
big
you
are
were
we
expecting?
talking here? Bigger than a horse? Bigger than a house?
Well, let me put it this way. It's able to fit comfortably within that tower, so I would say it's a younger dragon, possibly out trying to find its place in this world.
Well, even a young dragon can be dangerous if they're bigger than a house cat. And
Nice.
smart, from what I hear.
Indeed. Well, if you do insist on staying here, which I suggest you don't, if you could find a way to at least discover what it is those cultists are up to, or the men in the black, I don't know what they're here for, but they seem to all be wearing the same robes and masks. If you could find out what they're doing here and make sure they're at least not here to harm the land, I would be exceptionally grateful. But like I said, it would be better for you to just leave this place. It is becoming more dangerous by the day. Continue at your own peril.
Danger's kind of our thing. I think we'll stay at least for a bit.
Is there any like hints you could give us about going about here, or
Well, the house off to the east, and he points over here where I'm pinging, that one has been infested with some giant spiders as of late. They've set up webs outside on the path, so I would suggest trying to find a way to avoid those webs if at all possible. As I told you before, the dragon has taken up its residence in the tower to the north. The twig blights around here are mostly harmless. I would keep my distance from them if you see them. They can be hungry and ravenous. But, as I said, they are not... They could quite easily be defeated by anyone who isn't even a seasoned adventurer. Other than that, I know the cultists have been around town. I don't know what they want or why they're here, but the men in the black robes I've been seeing them gather off toward the very east end of this town for about a few days now. They seem to have been taking up residence toward the east, if I could tell. Other than that, the only warnings I can give you are avoid the dragon, or possibly If you're feeling so bold, convince it to leave.
All right, well, we'll take that under advisement. Is there anything you need?
The only thing I need is for this land to be healed.
I kind of go over to Kiv. What's a dragon?
Super scary monster. Definitely can't handle it right now.
Okay.
Might be fun to see it though. Maybe talk to it as long as we have a way out. All right, you guys want to continue on?
I'm down.
Actually, it's getting to about that time where I'm going to be needing to sign off soon and get everything done for the evening. So if you want, this might be kind of a good place to leave off until next week.
It's a good halfway spot. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
kind of did a good amount of exploring and fucking... Holy shit, how about them twig blights? Goddamn, Kiv.
Oh, and
Right.
before we all go, I mean, what is spells that you're adding to the character sheet? Because I gotta start adding paladin spells, but I have no idea where you're finding them or if you're typing all in yourself.
You can actually... Let me see here. Let me see. I'm gonna take a look at your character
So when you
sheet.
open your character sheet, there's a way to like make it pop out, but don't do that if you want to add a spell to it. So you just open up the character sheet
So,
and
yeah,
then
so don't pop out.
right, and then if you go to the compendium, which is its own tab, it has like the eye icon, the letter I. You can search for a spell.
You do our sign off and outro and then talk
Yeah.
about it after.
All right. Well, I want to thank everybody else for joining us this week. If you did on Twitch or if you're watching it on YouTube, don't forget to check out Phoenix Talon on YouTube. He is possibly streaming Creativerse right now. That's youtube.com/user/PhoenixNest. Other than that, until next week, good morrow. Have a great evening.